This podcast is for mature audiences only. So if you live in Cleveland, why haven't you moved yet?
In a world full of podcasts, one podcast to rule them all. The Predictably Unpredictable Podcast. Join us if you dare, or if you have nothing else better to do.
This is Predictably Unpredictable Podcast. This is Jeff, the Brains Curl, with my buddy
Frankie, medium foul mouth Falwell.
Come on now, you can be foul mouth. It's all good. And then we also have our special guest,
Little medium foul mouth.
medium foul mouth.
Yeah, no.
What's your name?
Oh, Trent.
Trent.
I've been on a podcast.
Do you have a nickname yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll figure out a nickname for him. His dad has a nickname for him, but I don't know if we want
y'all
that nickname.
came up with that yet?
Yeah, we'll figure out a nickname for you.
All right.
We'll get.
I mean, hell, we gotta do everything for you.
I know, right? We're gonna talk
I
about.
fucking bred you. I gotta do everything. I mean, seriously.
Seriously, everything, really?
Yeah, I mean, I
you
worked
paid for
hard.
your college and all that crap and marketing, and you haven't done nothing for our podcast.
I mean, I'm sitting here with a cell phone.
Hey.
I'm looking at these guys. They got headphones in, full computers,
Listen,
mics. You
I
know,
threw my back out trying to make you, and I gotta do the rest too.
we know you didn't do any work in that situation anyhow. So
You're
I don't wanna
right.
hear
I
it.
laid on my back. Sorry, not threw my back out.
God,
Yeah.
this is so fucked up.
You did cut the umbilical. Did you get a present for that?
I did. No, I did not get a
We're
present
cutting
for
all
that.
of this out, huh? All right,
No, we're not.
let's head on.
This is all in
Why
it.
do we got to have this
It's all in it.
in the air? All right.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about right now.
Good start. This is a solid start.
It's a good
Solid start.
It's all start. We're actually at Frankie's house, and we're watching the March Madness, and we just about saw Duke get their asses handed to him. But you know what? Oh, we were screaming.
The Duke is getting so lucky, man.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
are.
their 3-point shooting is so atrocious, but they're pulling out games just by. I mean, these guys are missing layups. Just like you said, it was almost a drop in. Trent was like he almost just dropped it in.
Honestly, if he would have just jumped a little further, I mean, but it's the same thing with Taco Fall. I mean, that was not a foul in my opinion. I mean,
wasn't.
you all saw that. Okay, he's 7'6", right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct on that?
He's
I'm not-
7'13".
But thank you. Okay, but I'm not.
I was like, wait a minute, 7'13".
That'll work out.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
minute
got
you
that.
say 7'6", you're like, that's not a real height. But it actually,
It actually
I mean,
is,
this
yeah.
dude is
Yeah,
actually
it really is.
7'6".
7'13" is not a real height.
When he brings his arms
Is that
down,
8'1" or 7'1"?
when he brings his arm down, he could literally hit somebody at the free throw line.
But what about when he brings his arm up? He's 8'7", whatever the hell he is.
9 feet. He's taller
Yeah,
than
yeah,
a goal.
he's
He's
exactly.
taller than 8 feet.
He
for
can stand
sure.
in the deep end of the pool and his hands would be out of the
Well,
water.
there's no deep end of pools. Throw that bitch in a pond or a lake.
Not when you're that
Ain't no
tall.
pools or
Not
fucking
when you're that tall.
Now,
man.
I will tell you this, though. I have been just dragging Gonzaga for the last 3 months. I mean, I called you about this. Just going at Gonzaga. And this is the year they're going to do it.
But how's that?
Huh?
But you said they're not a blue blood.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not.
But the past 10, 15 years, they have been there every
What
year.
have they done that they deserve
But
blue
no.
blood?
I agree with you. They haven't won, but they're solid every year. But
Sure.
this is the year they got some size. They got some.
But they're the heartbreak team every year.
They are
On your
You
bracket.
don't pick them. You don't pick them.
Or Virginia.
You don't pick them.
And if Arizona ever comes to this tournament again, I'm
Arizona,
done.
yeah.
DeAndre Ayton, you ever hear this podcast? Thank you. Because you went out in the first round, you and Virginia fucked my bracket.
Yeah,
up.
Arizona last year, I picked them to go to the Final Four. He got beat first round.
You know how I played
Oh,
each
yeah,
other?
that's really good.
You know how I played each other?
Who?
Virginia and Arizona.
Yeah.
Both first round exits.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting at the bar drinking, watching the TV.
He's like,
the
"I'm
first
done."
night. I'm real excited, giddy. And I sit there and watching it, and both of my teams lose first night.
Yeah, 16 versus the one's out.
So-
Arizona was probably a 2. What were they, 2 seed, maybe
No,
3 seed?
They were a 1 seed as well.
They didn't lose to a 16 seed first round, though.
No, they
'Cause
might have
only
been
one
a
has
2.
done it, yeah,
They
they
might
were
have been a
2.
2.
But
And
they-
Virginia
but they're
almost
as-
did it again.
I know.
Virginia was. Do you think they fired Tony Bennett if he does it again? Do they have to fire Tony Bennett
No.
or do they keep him on?
No.
Really?
No, they
I
keep
think they
him.
fire him.
No, they keep him.
Why?
They keep him.
Why?
Because the thing is, the March Madness is a random 1-game sample. You can't fire somebody on a 1-game sample.
You're right. It's a 2-game sample.
Okay,
it's a 16 seed.
You gonna fire somebody on a 2-game sample?
2 16 seeds is.
I don't give a shit. 2-game sample?
Yes.
No, come on. Think about football. Think about whatever. Do you fire somebody on a 2-game sample? No matter what the cost, do you fire somebody on 2 games?
No, I can't. No.
When they've been ultra successful the rest of their other 800 games, do you find somebody?
No.
Do you fire somebody on 2 games?
How many championships?
I'm not saying he's
Or Sweet 16s or Elite 8.
If they lose at Texas twice, then you got to fire their ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tuck Texas is all I gotta say about that. But no, you can't do that. You can't fire somebody over 2 games.
No, but
We have some Texas listeners out there too.
Seriously.
Yeah, we do.
Seriously.
hold up, because I know. So you're an Oklahoma fan, right? Great football school, obviously.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm not an Oklahoma guy, but I'll give credit's due. But so say Bob Stoops is playing Kansas, and he just loses every year. Do you fire?
No, not every year. Not every year.
Oh, it would have been 2 years in a row.
Okay. 2 years in a row.
Would you have
If you lost to the worst team twice, you'd be like, "Come on." I don't know.
Would you fire him?
Well, no, I don't think I'd fire
He
him.
wins. Take it back. He wins Big 12 championship still because Virginia's winning. You know, they're winning. They're a 1 seed.
Put him into a Sweet 16 setting, though. You have Baker Mayfield against Kansas in the 16 seed.
I'm just.
But what if?
And you have Kyler Murray the
let
next
me
year.
finish asking the question.
But you're basing your losses on a championship type game where it's a little more pressure and stuff. What about just regular home games? And if they lose during like regular home games or regular season games, that's a little different to me than a championship, Sweet 16 or whatever game. You know, because when you're in playoffs, you're a little more pressurized. You're not at home. You're at different places. It's a little different situation, I think. You know
I
what
agree with that.
But you would fire if
playoff situation.
But if Lincoln Riley, let's say Lincoln Riley, you got OU loves Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
If he lost to Kansas 2 years in a row, would you just automatically fire him? No.
Then it is that. What I'm talking about is that championship scenario, which you can't set up in football.
That's true.
Because I think just you go in as a 1 seed in a tournament. I mean,
You need to win.
you can't.
You probably ought to win.
You should at least win your first game.
You probably should.
But it is a historical stat that if they would have lost that game right there, that no other team would have done it anyway.
That's true.
They did. So last year they were the only team that did that in history anyway. So they would have done it 2 times in a row.
They were the
back
first
to
time
back.
in history to do that.
Really?
So if they do the first time back to back.
It doesn't matter because Auburn's winning it all anyway. Those son of bitches are just playing, son.
As long as Cleveland don't win,
Yeah. Does Cleveland have a team in it?
they're not good enough to have a team.
Is,
Right?
is LeBron still there?
Do they have colleges in Cleveland?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, there's no college degrees coming out of Cleveland.
Right,
What the
I
fuck
agree.
are you talking about?
No, steel mill.
If you're looking for a hard ass worker, a blue collar guy, you're going to go to Cleveland. If you're looking for some intelligence, fuck Cleveland. That's all I'm saying. Just saying.
I mean, can you believe they've kept going to Browns
If you
games
want
for
a guy-
this long?
Yeah, if you want a guy who can read,
Jesus.
not the place you go.
They're lucky LeBron was born in Akron, and that whole state would be worthless.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we just lost all this.
We love you, Cleveland.
Cleveland. Showing a lot of love. Also, not a big fan of the Indians either.
At least not Dover, Delaware.
Yeah, at least they're not Dover, Delaware. That's even worse.
Oh shit! All right, so we'll talk about gambling. You got anything right on these games?
I did the other night. So we had.
How's that money working out for you?
Whoa.
Probably not very good, is it?
It never does, right? And March Madness. I mean, did you put any bets on it either? You put 5. You only put 5.
$5, baby.
How many
$5.
brackets did you make?
2.
Two winners.
North Carolina both times, and they. That's
Well, they won twice. They won. I mean, they beat Duke twice. That's
yeah,
what,
but
that's what I'm
they're
talking about.
hey, this tournament right here,
Yeah.
They gone.
Oh yeah, they're
they ain't
gone.
in it no more. They got beat by about 20 tonight.
I know.
By said earlier Auburn,
Yeah.
which looks pretty good. But no, I had 2 brackets, $5, and it's a loser. So
Yep.
I mean,
Who do you think is going to be in the end?
if Auburn keeps playing the way they're playing, they could win it all for real.
They're playing pretty good.
Duke's shaky.
Yeah.
They're going to play
Duke's had 2 games that they almost lost.
shaky. Michigan
Real
State.
close.
Michigan State's right there. I think
Yeah.
Michigan State beats Duke. I think Texas Tech might be Virginia. You talked about Trent.
Texas Tech, man, their defense.
They're really solid on defense, and Virginia's offense is not. Culver's good.
Culver's a monster. No, everyone's underestimating Culver's defense. Like if he can get a little bit
Kentucky
more.
won.
Yeah, I saw Kentucky won. It went down to the end.
Yeah, it did.
If he can get a little more weight on, right now he's a little light. Which he obviously will. He's young. I cannot believe I'm talking about people that are like literally 3 years younger than me that are going to go into the NBA.
They're kids.
So when we were
They're
sitting
youngsters.
there,
They're youngsters.
yeah. I mean, no, I'm calling these dudes youngsters.
I call people that are 38 kids, okay? So fuck you. Like that kid over there is like, how old is he? 35. He's got 5 kids. Oh, he's a kid.
But we all three went to that Kings game.
Yeah.
And there were 2 players on the court that were 2 years younger than me.
You know what? Listen, come to grips with the fact that you're getting older. Just come with it.
But why am I still 5'8"? I thought I'd keep growing, you know?
Sorry.
Come on, Dad.
I mean, I tried, okay?
You get you some lifts, some shoes with little, lifts in them. Make yours taller.
That would help. Honestly. I need to do it really like substantially throughout the year. That way, no one notices.
It's like those guys that lose
Holy
their hair.
shit, Trent
Next
Drew.
thing they get like a toupee. Next thing the next day they got a full head of hair. You're like,
Right.
Wait a minute, what's up with this?
He's acting like he's a fucking midget. I mean, we're talking about NBA players, okay? You're not going to compete with any
I'm
NBA
saying,
player.
Hey,
why
little
not?
people?
Sorry, little people.
I mean, you
The
could
guy in Ireland is probably a midget. He's going to turn us off.
you
But I'm
could
just
He's a leprechaun, dude. What are you talking about? They're all short.
have taken one for the team.
Speaking of leprechauns, I saw that movie Leprechaun. Holy crap, that's the dumbest ass movie I've ever seen.
It's pretty stupid.
It's pretty damn stupid.
It's kind of like it's a horror. It's a horror
haven't
movie.
heard
Kind
about
of,
this.
but it's kind of like Chucky.
Yeah, it is.
well,
Does
The little
Chucky
leprechaun
scare you?
thing.
Does Chucky scare you? Not
And the
really.
leprechaun, the whole thing, he's looking for his gold, and he finds his gold, but then one dude takes one of his coins and swallows it, and so he counts his money, he's like missing one coin, so he wants to kill the people to try to find his little last
Dumb.
coin.
Just dumb.
Oh yes, I'm
Stupid.
sorry. I know we went off track, but we're
But
predictable
it's-
and unpredictable. That's what's our thing.
That's the dumbest.
And that's why they keep doing remakes. Because people came
You
up
know,
with
they
this.
have like 6 of those damn movies.
And who is watching this shit? Who's paying for this shit to be
you know,
made?
One of them's called Leprechaun in Space, I think it is. It's not. I'm not even
No
bullshitting.
way.
Leprechaun in space. In space.
His little
What the
ass.
hell?
His little ass is going up into space.
His little ass going up to space.
Wow. That's fucked
Looking
up.
for his damn coins.
Yeah. Where's my coins? Did that even sound like he's Irish at all? Probably not.
I don't know, but all right.
Maybe I'll get that dude to reply.
Yeah, no shit.
He'll be like, I'm offended
We
now.
talked about the Irish guy. He listens. I don't know who it is. It could be. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
But every time we send something out, it's the first. The Irish guy or woman or whoever, leprechaun.
Right.
They're the first one to listen. I don't say guy, woman, or leprechaun. Like a leprechaun doesn't have a dick or
Yeah.
But that's the first one to listen every time.
Right.
Every time.
Oh, you know how I figured out after watching that movie? I know how to kill a leprechaun. You find a 4-leaf clover, and you put it in a slingshot, and you shoot it into his mouth. That's how they killed him.
You lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
They slingshot a 4-leaf clover into his mouth.
That's right. I'm not
What?
even bullshitting.
Is
Because
that serious?
apparently a 4-leaf clover is what kills him, and so they took a 4-leaf clover, and the kid had like a
I thought a 4-leaf
slingshot.
clover is what brings them to fruition. I thought
It might.
if you found
It
one,
could, but it also takes him away. So he took the 4-leaf clover and he shot it into the leprechaun's mouth, and he turns in and he goes down the little well.
that's the best you can come up with. If you're writing this movie, that's the best you can come up with. I'm gonna shoot a 4-leaf clover in his mouth, and he's gonna
I
die.
mean, Sharknado hit millions at the box office.
That's
A movie called Sharknado.
That is true.
That is a mix between
Yeah.
a tornado
Yeah.
and a shark. If you couldn't figure that out from the title,
These all sound like movies like Nicolas Cage should be in,
absolutely.
because he's like the
Every
worst.
si- yeah, yeah. every
He's
single
like
one.
he's like the just straight film to like TV. He doesn't even go to movie. He doesn't even go theaters anymore. It's just straight from film to home.
Dead ass. He was riding that shark out of the tornado. I would have thought it was a better movie, honestly.
He goes from Ghost Rider to Sharknado.
I'd be like, this dude's looking for some gold in the Vatican or something, because Nicolas Cage can go anywhere.
But
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
did you see the new thing where he just got married recently? You didn't see that? He got married to Erica Koike. She's a Asian.
No, I saw that 4 days.
4 days he filed for annulment.
Yeah.
They said he was too drunk to realize that he was getting married.
Yeah.
That's straight Nicolas Cage. Straight Nicolas. That sounds like
I
something
expect
he would do.
nothing less.
Oh yeah. did you
less.
expect him to be married for the next 20 years? No, it's Nicolas Cage. I mean, did he even know he was at the it probably wasn't a church. If it was Nicolas Cage, he wouldn't get married in a church.
I'm guessing Vegas.
Yeah. At least he's
At
been in
the
that movie
most.
before. He gets married in Vegas.
I mean, he might go to Atlantic City now, because
Yeah.
Vegas, he's been there too many
Hey, but
times.
you know what? He was really good in Con Air, though.
Oh yeah.
That guy, he was
Con Air.
He's had some good movies.
Oh yeah.
But as far as being a fucking weirdo,
You talking about Nicholas?
Nick.
Oh yeah, Nick Cage.
I call him Nick.
Nick Cage. You
Nick
know that well.
Cage.
You know?
Him and I are on first name basis.
Got him an email?
No, Nick Cage does not have an email.
Nick Cage at apple.com. That's how you know all the stars, right? It's Bruno Mars at apple.com.
Watch. Slingshot.
So Slingshot,